How does it feel to be out?
It's just good. The whole situation sucks, but I'm out and that's all that matters. Hopefully justice is served.
Hopefully.
You bet. Have a good one.
Avery didn't do well in school. He had difficulties with reading, and it really made him different from the other kids.
I had issue with reading. I mean, I do. I got frustrated sometimes with other people making fun of me.
How do you know Avery Stevenson?
He is my cousin.
Do you talk to Avery often?
I wouldn't say frequently.
But you would say you did talk about him?
Yeah, I would say that.
I think it became too much for Avery. He just went after Colin.
Would you say you were saying negative things about Avery?
I would say it was the truth.
I didn't say that. Would you say you were saying negative things about Avery?
Some may consider them to be.
I think it just became too much for Avery. He just went after Colin.
Can you describe the events that went on October 10th of 2010?
Well, I remember Avery coming after me and threatening me.
Why would he come after you?
I really don't know why.
Colin talked a bunch of crap about me all the time. I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted to stop, so I did what I had to do.
Well, I was walking down Senior Hall, and I saw Avery, and I was gonna go around him, but he cut me off and grabbed me and was threatening to punch me.
I didn't do anything to him. I told him what would happen if he kept doing it.
Yeah, after the scuffle, I'm pretty sure Colin went straight to his uncle, the dean of students, Aaron Elder, and I felt Elder went out of his way to make Avery's life miserable.
A number of documents are filed against Avery. They don't just give him detention, they give him 1 week of OSS.
I got a week of OSS, which is just stupid because I ain't doing anything but tell him to stop.
See, Avery had a week of OSS and he served that. And for all practical purposes, we thought the book was closed and everything was done, but it actually was just the beginning.
Life was going good after the OSS. It seemed like it all was gonna go back to normal.
October 23rd, 2010. It's a quiet day at school. Everything seems to be going normal. John Irwin is walking down Senior Hall when he passes a hooded figure. Irwin walks past and the hooded figure says something to Irwin like, "Nice day for a walk." Irwin continues to walk by. At approximately 1:14 p.m., Irwin comes back down Senior Hall and still sees the hooded figure. Irwin tries to get out of the way of the hooded figure, but is grabbed. He is pulled into the old gym and beat badly. He suffered massive blows to the face, ribs, and neck, causing internal bleeding. and cracked ribs. The injuries were so bad, he needed to be airlifted to Sioux Falls.
Yeah, I remember the day that happened. School went into a lockdown, and I think everybody was just a little scared.
The Dean of Students, Aaron Elder, gets all the authoritative figures in the school together and tells them he thinks it's Avery.
Yeah, he had a reason to blame Avery. I mean, he just threatened his nephew, and then all this other stuff happens. It made sense to him.
I remember going to social class and getting pulled out. I didn't know what was going on.
The problem was put on Steve right away, and he had no form of help. He was brought straight to the office, where he had not allowed to call his parents or talk with an attorney.
Well, as soon as Irwin got into better condition, then they started questioning him.
The questioning methods were used very forceful towards Avery being the suspect. They told him that Avery had just threatened a student the week before, and now he was at it again.
Yeah, there was a sketch drawing made up by the police based on Irwin's his description. And I guess I thought it was kind of strange that it really closely resembled Avery's school picture.
They showed him a picture of me and then pulled me in a lineup, and of course he picks me.
It's really the only evidence the authorities had to accuse Avery of brutally beating John Irwin.
Breaking news in the developing story of Avery Stevenson. He was accused yesterday of brutally beating John Irwin at the Windham Area High School. His trial starts next week.
I was charged with something I didn't do. I didn't even go down Senior Hall that day.
Every minute of Avery's day was accounted for the day of the beating of John Irwin. Avery arrives at school at 8:01 a.m. He goes to his locker and grabs some books and gets to his first class study hall in Hanson's room at 8:10 a.m. And that was confirmed by Hanson and the daily attendance. Class is over at 8:56. He walks around the circle to get to lab 132 at 9 o'clock. He does some work on the computer, which is confirmed by the teacher and other classmates. At 9:48, when class is over, he goes to the library to check out a book, which is confirmed by the checkout slip. Then he heads to the English room at 9:54. Daily attendance proves he checked into every class on time that day, including buying lunch. Period 6 is when the attack was committed, and Avery has social that hour. He never left the room according to the teacher, so every second of the day he is accounted for. This sketch drawing that was made was drawn by you, correct?
Yes.
It's remarkable to me how close your sketch is to the yearbook photo of Avery.
So you're accusing me of creating evidence?
That's how it looks to me.
Well, we both know that didn't happen.
You're under oath right now. Did you or did you not do it?
I didn't create the evidence.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Yeah, the case continued. It just went on, and the further it went on, became more and more clear that Avery had nothing to do with this.
They want me to admit, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm innocent. I did nothing.
Today is the day we hear the verdict on the Avery Stevenson case. It's been 3 weeks since his conviction. We will update you as soon as possible.
We know Avery is innocent, so we are expecting a verdict of innocent.
It is the decision of this court that Avery Stevenson is guilty on all counts and will be remanded to the Windham ISS Detention Center for 30 days.
Everybody knew Avery had nothing to do with this, which just made the verdict ridiculous.